Welcome to the daily update for Gamergate 2.0. Sorry about yesterday, I was a bit busy. Real life takes a toll and you actually have to work. Well, anyway, so do you remember this game that it was pretty prominent in the Sweet Baby Inc. shenanigans, that it was basically shown on their website as well, and all of those things? I think you might remember. I even commented that the trailer looked okay. We have no gameplay or anything like that, but it smelled like Forspoken and, well, Flintlock and Suicide Squad. Anyway, this is the Sweet Baby Inc. website, which is full of crap and is designed by a bunch of amateurs, allegedly. Anyway, so you do remember that game, right? Well, as it turns out, there is a lot of shit behind it. And I mean very bad shit. So, this is from Grams on the tweet, and he is doing God's work. Kudos to you, Grams. Thank you for doing this. Right. He said, the community manager of compulsiongames, the studio that Raceswaps their main character after Sweet Baby Inc. involvement, says she hates gamers and says Asians are white adjacent. Now, this is interesting, isn't it? It seems that the more we see these things, the more we realize, well, these people are very racist, despite them being or claiming to be anti-racist, but they're very racist. Well, maybe they are, maybe they are just... No, never mind. Anyway, let's read what she said.
Asian and white hate the white adjacent. I'm happy and proud to announce that I've joined the amazing team at compulsiongames as the new community manager. After spending 9+ years in the gaming space as a content creator, I'm excited to begin my journey and make an impact on the other side of the industry.
And you can see the flags. You pretty much know this person here is maybe not very keen in Jews in general, and it could very well be an anti-Semite, allegedly. Who knows? Maybe a Nazi. Who knows? I'm just speculating. Right, so she says,
honestly, I hate gamers.
Amazing, isn't it? Why would you people hire these people? Don't hire them, just don't. But as I said before, on Grum's tweet, he said that they race-swapped the main character. Well, now that's an interesting take, because apparently that game that I showed to you at the very beginning, the main character was supposed to look like her. Well, now this is interesting. And they switched it to this very diverse character after Sweet Baby Inc. allegedly had a hand on it. Well, fascinating. Remember, I cannot go too much into details in a lot of these things because I live in a goddamn fucking shithole with a constitution that is not even worth the toilet paper it is printed on, not even the ink. And let me just say that if you think Canada, with their pronoun nonsense and other stuff, is bad, just wait until you meet the shithole I live in. Let me just say that Canada is freer than the shithole I live in, so I need to be careful with what I say. Otherwise, it's the gulag for me, which is the favorite holiday place the leftists tend to send people who question their narrative. Well, that's why I also cannot comment a lot about the Black Girl Gamers shenanigans and their need to, well, sue people. But before I continue, here is a trailer.
the night. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
Right, I'm back, baby. Yeah, baby. Right, so we are very much aware now that let me just say that there's been some layoffs from VGC. Right, wait. I need to do this first, because of, doxing. Right, VGC Xbox claims mass layoffs were the outcome of concerning lack of industry growth. So, in January announced plans to lay off roughly 8% of the 22,000 people employed across Xbox. So 8% of 22,000, that's a buttload of people. About 1,600-ish, give or take. I don't know, more or less like that. I suck at math. But either way, it's a lot of people. Oh, it's 1,900 jobs. The calculation was right up on the top. And I got in the ballpark, so I'm pretty proud of my math skills. Mostly. It would have been good if I had those skills working as intended back in the college days and high school. Either way, I'm digressing. Right, so what we're saying here is that the AAA industry, with their necessity to hire consultancy agencies like Silver String, Silver something, Silver Lining, Sweet Baby Inc., Black Girl Gamers, and many other consultancy agencies, is not doing what was what they expected it to be. They are not doing it very well. They are in fact harming the industry, because right now we are seeing that the AA is actually actively overtaking the AAA, which incidentally is overtaking the quadruple A. Looking at you, Skulls and Bones, that I actually even forgot that I played that garbage, and I don't even want to see it ever again, unless they actually improve that shit considerably. But this is what happens when you spend so much money on consultancies and people to make sure that you follow the narrative and that you are actually respecting the mafia and that you're not upsetting them and paying protection money. Here is a good example of that. Apparently they announced Borderlands 4. Let me put it this way. I played Borderlands 2 multiple times, it was good. I tried to play Borderlands the pre-sequel. I don't know if I even reached halfway through the story without actually giving up. That's how bad it was. It was horrible. It was woke garbage through and through. Everything sucked. And I am okay with looter shooters. I have no problem with it. I actually kind of like the mechanic. But by God, it was a crap game with everything. It was impossible to enjoy. And then Borderlands 3 came out. I didn't even touch that garbage. And I know it was garbage. And then there's the movie, which we know is going to be hot garbage. So now they are trying to quadruple down in Borderlands crap. So we have here some Winkler here from Narrative Director at Gearbox Official, lead writer at Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Oh Jesus Christ, I even forgot that garbage came out. Borderlands 3, Guns, Love and Tentacles and Unconquerable Roar, and he has pronouns on his bio. So you know it's going to be a hot take in garbage. And remember, don't look at these people, do not stare at them, do not even go near them. They all consider that harassment. Anyway, here is what this idiot said.
I see this argument all the time against the DEI, didn't earn it, and consultancy, and it just highlights the total misunderstanding of what being a good writer is. You don't somehow max out your stats and learn how to write every conceivable character, plot, or prose and style. Yeah, you don't. But that's why you hire other writers and you collaborate between them and you have a general story and you don't let consultancy firms go there and dictate, look, this black character you wrote here is not within our parameters. You need to make it a black woman and you needed to make it perfect and no flaws or anything of the sort. Looking at you, Forspoken. Right, so that's how... And that's the problem with consultancy firms. This is why we are against them. Anyway, let's go. A good narrative writer of any skin color can write a good character with a daughter's skin color without needing consultants. If your studio can't do that, get a better writer. He's replying to that, and the guy who wrote this is absolutely correct. Here is what the idiot said. Knowing you can't write you are the right person to write something is one of the chief skills for a pro writer. Ideally, you have a team that can cover all your bases, but if you have a gap, you hire an outside expert, just like in literally any fucking other industry.
Yes, sure. But what you're doing here, you're hiring a consultancy firm to actually either rewrite your characters or rewrite everything or do the entire project for your game or content. And they are actually, the consultancy firm you actually hired are literally the ones responsible for Raceswaps and all of that crap that we're seeing right now. They're the ones responsible for all of those things. They are also responsible for destroying the content. They are also responsible for the crappiness of the current, most of the current games that we are seeing today, like Suicide Squad. These people, you don't hire them. This is like, I don't know, you want to have a safe place and you hire a bunch of criminals to actually keep your place safe. Makes no sense. Anyway.
Just further evidence that 99% of people experiencing this shit have never created a single thing in their life they are proud of, and the rest are just straight up bigots.
I've created things that I'm very proud of, like my book. And you, people like you, may actually be the, really allegedly the bigots. Because what you have seen in all of these things is that people of your ilk are really kinda racist. Here, let's take an example of here. I think this is from Rare or something. I completely forgot. But she wrote this. Raise your hand if you're not a white man and you buy video games. And then she puts in parentheses. No hate to white Jews. It's just as another day in gaming industry that minorities have to fight to prove they exist. Now this is interesting. Well, let's see what Savvy Artist said. Why did you feel the need to phrase the tweet like this? Why can't you just say, quote, raise your hand if you like games, end quote. Are you aware the largest demographic of gamers is Asian, not white men? What fight is happening today? She nailed it. As it turns out, then she deleted the tweet. Yeah, pretty much says a lot about this. It's all about the narrative, a narrative and a narrative. Especially so that currently we're seeing a lot of games where it features very much a very diverse demographic, which some of the games, including even Hogwarts Legacy, you actually have to use a mod to actually you get this type of skin color in the game. So it just proves that we're the ones having to do the fighting. Oh well, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night, because this thing will not stop anytime soon. Oh, yeah, you completely forgot. There's something very important to say. Fuck you, YouTube!